have you ever stopped to think about it? How your entire life, I mean, everything you are right now and everything you're going to be could just pivot on a single moment, on one single choice? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But it's so incredibly true. And today, we're going to dive into exactly that, how one decision can change absolutely everything. Just imagine feeling this. I mean, really feel it. It's a moment so many of us can understand, right? That feeling of being completely overqualified but totally undervalued, where life just isn't going the way you planned it. It's a moment filled with resentment, but also weirdly gratitude. Because this thought, this huge realization, it didn't happen in some fancy office or a university lecture hall. Nope. It happened here, 4 o'clock in the morning in a donut shop. This was supposed to be rock bottom, after leaving an entire life behind to start over from scratch. But here's the amazing part. This low point, this moment of bagging donut holes before the sun even came up, it wasn't the end of the story. It was the spark. It was the very beginning of this incredible avalanche of healing and change. And it all started with just one decision. So what was it? What was that one pivotal choice made in the quiet of the early morning, surrounded by the smell of sugar and coffee? That's it. Seriously. No big, dramatic gesture, no winning lottery ticket. Just a simple, quiet, internal decision to believe in your own self-worth. It sounds so small, doesn't it? But that one thought, that choice to finally believe I have value, well, it turned out to be everything. The way the source material describes this moment is just perfect. That one little decision was like a knife cutting a rope that was holding back this whole mountain of boulders. It just unleashed this powerful cascade of good things and, yeah, some really difficult but necessary healing. Okay, but how does that even work? How can a single thought have that much power? It seems kind of impossible. Well, it all starts with understanding the guidance system we all have built inside of us. We all have them, core values. These are the beliefs deep down that really define who we are. Think of them like your own personal North Star. When you're lost, when life gets confusing, they're the compass that points you home. That decision to be worthwhile, that was a decision to finally listen to that inner compass again after it had been ignored for way too long. And look, our ability to make a change like this really comes down to our mindset. If you have a fixed mindset, that moment in the donut shop is the final verdict. It's proof that you're a failure. End of story. But if you have a growth mindset, it's just a data point. It's a starting line. It's the belief that you can always learn and grow from any situation. And that right there is the mindset that opens the door to a life-changing decision. Of course, even if we believe that change is possible, there's always that one huge thing that gets in the way: fear. The reason we stay stuck so often is because the future, the unknown, is just terrifying. And this is a really deep question. If a decision is going to fundamentally change who you are as a person, how can you even rationally choose to do it? The you on the other side of that decision is going to have different values, different experiences. You literally can't know what that future person will even want. Philosophers actually have a name for this. They call it a transformative experience. Things like choosing to have a kid, or moving to a whole new country, or, deciding to fundamentally change your own self-worth. These are choices where you just can't know the outcome before you take that leap of faith. So, how do you get past that fear of the unknown? This quote just nails it. Courage isn't some magical thing you have to find before you make the big decision. Courage is what you get after you do the scary thing. You just have to do it afraid. Okay, so we get the mindset, we get the scary nature of these big decisions, so now let's get practical. Let's look at a framework you can use to take back control in any moment. So according to Tony Robbins, in any given moment, we're constantly making 3 key decisions, whether we know it or not. Number 1, what are you going to focus on? Number 2, what meaning are you going to give it? And number 3, what are you actually going to do about it? And this table right here, it just breaks down that donut shop moment perfectly. Let's look at perspective A. The focus is on what's missing, right? The fancy job. The meaning is, this is a punishment. I failed. And the action? You stay stuck. But perspective B, the one that was chosen that day, the focus is on what you have, an opportunity, a blank slate. The meaning becomes a challenge, and the action is to find a way forward, starting with that one decision to believe you're worthwhile. And this brings us right to the final piece of the puzzle,
That one decision, it doesn't just happen in a vacuum. It's the very first domino in a long, incredible chain reaction.
So get this, that decision to be worthwhile led to another decision, to feel protected. And that, of all things, led to joining a Viking reenactment group. And from that experience came a decision to be fun and beautiful, which led to doing a rockabilly photo shoot. You see how it works? Each little choice builds on the one before it, creating that massive avalanche of positive change. And that's really the heart of it all. It's such a powerful idea. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how stuck you feel, you are always, always just one single decision away from a completely different life. So I'm just going to leave you with this question. It's one that's really worth thinking about. What is that one internal choice, that one shift in your focus or the meaning you're giving things that's just waiting for you right now? What is the one decision that could start your own avalanche?